Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at this Vivo NEX-S. And this is the flagship Android phone by Vivo, and this has some interesting features like a motorized pop-up front facing camera, and for the fingerprint scanner it's actually embedded within the screen. As you can see, they give a faint picture of this over here. So let's quickly have a look at this. And guys, this is a review note, so I don't have the pricing. When I have the pricing info, I'll add that in the YouTube description area. So this is the handset itself. Let's just slide it out, and again, as you can see, it has that patterned back over here, dual camera setup, and you won't find a fingerprint scanner here anywhere because it's embedded within the screen. And the front facing camera is here, it's going to pop out, and that's the reason you don't have a notch. It's having a huge 6.59 inch screen. It's a AMOLED screen. Let's see what else do we get inside this box. And you got to slide this, so interesting. And we get a cover in the box, so this is nice. And right away I can say, guys, the quality of the case is actually good. It's soft rubber case, so it feels actually good and premium. And again, if you put it in the case like this is how the handset actually looks. And it has slight lip, so even if you just keep it down like this, it won't scratch the screen. So anyways, that's what it is. SIM ejector tool, some paperwork and stuff. This will be the, what do you say, USB cable. And yes, it's a USB type C cable that we are getting. And we also get some headsets. It's Vivo branded, and they are in here, as you can see. So let me keep that to the side. And the power brick actually looks huge, guys. As you can see, it's really big. Ampere rating is actually 5 volts at 2 amps and 9 volts at 2 amps and even 10 volts at 2.25 amps. So indeed a fast charger, and actually a very fast charger, because the last rating, if we convert 10 volts at 2.25 amps, that's almost 22 watts of power. So they are bundling a fast charger. That's a good thing. And on the top, as you can see, we have that pop-up camera. We also have a secondary noise cancellation microphone. The 3.5mm headphone jack is over here. We have the volume rockers, power on off button. Bottom we have the main speaker vent, USB type C port. The SIM slot is here at the bottom. I believe it's a dual SIM nano, but let's look at it. And yes, it's a dual SIM nano, no slot for micro SD card. But again, the storage is 128 gigabytes, so that shouldn't be a problem. And we also have one more key over here. Not very sure what it is. We'll look at it, because yeah, one more key is here, so that might be doing something special actions. So let's do one thing. Let me actually try to boot this up and give me haptic feedback. And by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Vivo NEX-S is having a 6.59 inch AMOLED screen, and that's a full HD plus screen, and it's powered by the Snapdragon 845 processor, which is the most powerful by Qualcomm. It comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. It also has the in-screen fingerprint scanner. Moving to the camera, the rear-facing camera is a dual camera setup, 12 megapixel, and the secondary camera is a 5 megapixel for depth sensing, and the front facing camera is an 8 megapixel shooter, and it has a 4000 milliamp hour battery. And guys, just wanted to show you while setting up, again, as you can see, a lot of Indian languages are actually supported with this one. So yeah, that's what it is. So guys, I've just finished setting up this device, and it's running on a custom skin that is known as FunTouch OS that comes with most Vivo phones. So yeah, that's what it is. No app tray, and some of the apps are actually pre-installed, and I believe this will be sold in India via Amazon. I'll have the link in the description area. So that's what it is. And again, guys, initial impressions, because it has that no notch design over here, the screen is very immersive. It's a big 6.59 inch screen that you're getting with this device, and almost the entire portion of the screen is entire portion of the device is actually covered with the screen. So yeah, and if you go from here, you get to this quick toggles from here over here. Let's look at the settings, and let's look at the Android version that you're getting with this one. And let's go to about the device, and as you can see, it's running on the Android version 8.1, so that's a good thing. You're getting latest version of Oreo out of the box with this one. Let's go back, and as you can see, it's running on the Snapdragon 845 chipset, 8 gigabytes of RAM that we are having with this one. So that's what it is. And let's just go back and let's see the storage also, storage option, how much is actually left. And out of that 128 gigabytes, 108 gigabytes is what you would get. So that's what it is. And yes, this is having that custom skin. And again, I'm not a big fan of this one, but again, as it's having that 8 gigabytes of RAM, you can easily install a custom launcher without getting it slowed down because of that 8 gigabytes of RAM and the processor that is used, the Snapdragon 845. So that's what it is. And the biggest hype about this phone was that pop-up camera that we have. But before that, another thing about this device is that fingerprint scanner. It's here on the screen itself, and let's test it. It actually shows you where to put your finger. So again, as you can see, yes, it is responsive. So yeah, you have to place your finger here, and yes, it is responsive. So yeah, I thought it would be very slow, but yeah, it's actually fairly responsive, and I feel it's slight improvement to the Vivo X21 where they used it for the first time. And I think so this tech will be implemented in most of the phones coming in the next couple of months, at least the flagship. So it's nice to see that they have implemented that. And anyways, let's look at the camera. I'm also curious about it, so let's open this up. And this is the rear facing camera. I'll just agree, I love the camera, whatever. Let's switch to the front facing camera. And yeah, and actually it makes some noise. Let me just go back. So whenever it's going up and down, it's actually making some sounds, and I believe you can customize that. So it's autofocus front facing camera that you're getting, even HDR is there. I believe selfie lighting. Oh, so this is the portrait mode kind of a thing, and you can also change the lighting with this. As you can see, we have seen this in the iPhone 10. So yeah, you have those options over there. Let me just remove this. So this is the normal mode. So let's look at the front facing camera. Actually looks good. I thought it won't be that great because it's just an 8 megapixel shooter, and generally Vivo goes with very high megapixel 20, 24, but here they went with 8. Let's look at this, and we also have the secondary camera. We have this is the portrait mode kind of a thing. Yeah, and you can adjust the aperture here, as you can see, go up and down like this for more bokeh effect like this. So that option is there, and almost no shutter lag even if you use that mode. So that's a good thing. Let me actually do one thing. Let me take some sample shots with this camera so that you can have a better idea regarding the camera performance. So these are some of the sample shots that I've shot with this Vivo NEX in artificial lighting conditions inside my office. And here are some sample shots with the front facing camera. And again, here are some of the sample shots with the rear facing camera in outdoor conditions in my roof garden. Yes, it's a very cloudy day, but here are some of the sample shots that I have taken with this NEX outdoors, and here are some of the sample shots with the front facing camera, and some more camera samples with the front facing camera using those portrait lighting effects. So guys, regarding this extra button, let me show you what it does. The power button is here on the left, and at least on the Indian variants, if you press this left dedicated button, the Google Lens actually comes. So that's a nice thing. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Vivo NEX S. So what do you guys think about this device? I like the fact that Vivo is trying to put out cutting edge technology like the fingerprint scanner inside the screen, and even the no notch design by implementing the pop-up camera and stuff. So in that aspect, I like it. But again, guys, what do you think about this Vivo NEX? Do let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any other specific questions regarding this device, do post them in the YouTube comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer them. So guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.